What's going on, everyone? Chuck here with VMP Performance again, and today we have behind me a S197 Mustang. Now, I know you guys have been asking for it, you've been wanting it. Get Odin on the older cars. We heard your comments, we heard what your concerns were, we listened, and then we've got it done. So behind me we have the first 11 to 14 Odin Supercharged Mustang GT. I'm gonna go grab Joe, we're gonna load a tune on this thing, see what kind of power these older cars make. Alright, so we're taking the very first 11 to 14 Odin car on a spin. This is the first time one of these cars has ever been driven down the road. It's a monumental experience, what they call it, a milestone, I guess you will. I've never actually driven a S197 car. The very first thing I noticed about this car is that it feels kind of floaty. The suspension doesn't feel like an S550. It drives like a different car entirely. Not a bad thing, just a different feel. But the question that I know you guys all want answered, you don't want to hear Chuck's opinion about S197 suspension, is how much did this car actually put down? On 93 only, no boost stain in the tank. This car does have long tubes though, asterisk there. The car made 700 wheel, 550 pound-feet of torque. A number that honestly surprised all of us here for a Gen 1 Coyote. This car is extremely healthy. It's no smoke coming out of the tailpipes. It does have 87,000 miles on it though, so it's no spring chicken, if you will. So floaty. Whoop tire spin there. It feels so much different than an S550. The car definitely feels like it's lurked down a lot harder, that the suspension is definitely traveling a lot further. The overall sensation of acceleration in this is completely different than what you're going to get in an S550 car. It doesn't feel as controllable as the S550 cars. I will go ahead and say that right off the bat. There's this lingering tension of, holy crap, this thing's floating all over the road and it's accelerating with 700 wheel horsepower, and I don't even know what tires are on the back of this, but they don't have a whole lot of traction. Oh boy. So I keep talking about the different feel of this car, and there is a reason behind that. Part of the reason is it's still on stock suspension with 87,000 miles. The car's, I think, at 2012 or 2013, so it's seen some road time. The other reason is that, unlike the S550 chassis, this was on the same basic suspension as they were from 05 all the way to 14. This is a live rear axle car. This is not an IRS car like the newer Mustangs, and because of that, it's not going to drive like one. You know, is this going to be better in an all-out drag situation? Yeah, probably. There's a reason most people, solid rear axle swap their Cobras and stuff like that. But just driving it on the street with, I think we have some regular Mickey Thompson street comps on here, it's definitely a lively experience. So it's a question we get pretty often: how reliable are the Gen 1 Coyotes? How reliable are the MT82s? And that's something that I can't say that there's a blanket statement for. There's no cookie cutter answer to that. We know that the Gen 2 Coyote was a stronger motor. We know that the MT82s have gotten better over time. But that being said, this car seems to be completely healthy. It feels like it loves having the Odin blower on top of it. It loves having that extra power. The transmission feels great. The motor is super healthy. Like I said, no puffs of smoke on the dyno. Made an incredible number for the low boost this setup's on. Are we more cautious with the Gen 1 Coyote? Yes. Would we, tell you to be more conservative with the Gen 1 Coyote? Yes. But do we think that they can still make a ton of power and be a lot of fun? Be moderately reliable? Absolutely. Seatbelt locked up. Too many G-forces. Traffic's really bad today. He's going to the beach. I'm gonna go to the beach. Apparently, I don't know how to disable StabiliTrak. I don't know how to disable StabiliTrak. No. Oh, yeah, it is press and hold just for forever. All right, try number 2. Give this another go here. That's better.
Thanks for checking out my review of this S197. I'm sure that Anthony's gonna absolutely love this thing. He's gonna have an absolute blast with the newfound power of this car. If you want an Odin for your S197, just give us a shout here at VMP Performance. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys on the next one.